Alright, gang. It's time to learn some more about the ambitious card. I'm going to go into a couple more moves that you can add to the ambitious card routine, just so you can do more than the double lift and the tilt in the ambitious card. Another thing you could do, if you've seen my video on the snap change, I posted the video as a video response. It hasn't been accepted. I'm not sure if it will be, and if it wasn't, just look up the snap change on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of videos describing how to do it. All my video does is discuss more possibilities of the snap change. Alright, so example, here's my version of the snap change. So you start with, say, the 4 of spades, and you go bam. Oh, sorry, let me try that one again. Okay, so we start with a card. Now it's not the 4 of spades anymore, it's a 10 of diamonds. And we just go like that, and it changes into the 2 of spades. That's my version of the snap change. And actually, I haven't really changed it a whole bunch, but what I talked about in my video was how to safely ditch the card. Because when you do the snap change, you're left like this. Okay, so from this angle you can't see it, but you're left with another card. Okay, the best way that I found to ditch that, I saw in a Jeff McBride video on his card manipulations. And all you do is just safely set that card back on top of the deck. Okay, so how it works for me is you get your double lift, and then you snap, ditch the card on top of the deck. Okay, so now it's gone. This is it here. And then you can comfortably just hold the card like that, because now it's just one card. So how that might work into the ambitious card is you could do something like, say the card was the Jack of Diamonds, and you want to lose the Jack of Diamonds back into the middle of the pack. And of course you can see, yes, that is still the Jack of Diamonds. Alright, we put it here, so it goes into the middle of this pack goes into the middle of this pack, and you can see fairly, yes, that card. There we go, goes right into the middle. Now I'm going to make it jump to the top, and bang, it's done. Wait a second here, and then you missed, and you say, well, there we go, now it's on top. Okay, so how you do that, well, I'll go into the move of how I actually got the card to the top in the first place later, but the idea, of course, was that the Jack was already on top. I simply did a double lift. It looked like I screwed up, and then I did a snap change to show that the card had actually jumped to the top. So that's the main thing that I want to talk about in this video, is how I got the card to the top. Doing that, push forward, you show the card, it goes into the middle of this pack goes into the middle of this pack, and how it jumps to the top then. That's exactly what it should look like, by the way. You slide the card into the middle, you push it up, you say, there we go, the 4 of spades, goes into the middle of this pack, which goes into the middle of this pack. That's what it should look like, and here's how you do that. You get a break, first of all, in the second pack. So when you originally cut the deck, you go like this, and you're sliding this card into the middle. So that would be their card, the King of Diamonds in this case. Now you get a break here, above the bottom card of this stack. Now you're going to do a similar move to this one, where you take the King of Diamonds, and just like that, it changes. Well, in effect, what I've done is I've just dropped this card that I have the break above. I just dropped it on top of the deck as I flipped the card over. Okay, so here we started with a card, the King of Diamonds, and as I flipped it over, I just went like this. Okay, so now the King of Diamonds is second from the top on this packet. You're going to do a variation of that, but how you do it this way is, okay, here you've got the King of Diamonds, you're just going to slide it forward, and you slide it forward until the backs of the 2 packs of cards meet. Okay, so you slide it forward like this, and then your thumb will catch on the back of this stack, and your hands will stop, and that's perfect. At that point, you just let go of the card you're holding the break above, so now you're left in a position like this. But that motion will be covered by the turning over of your hands, okay? Or sorry, hand. You go like this, slide it forward, and turn over your hand. But now I've got another card loaded there. You show the King of Diamonds, you square it up before you turn your hand back over, because now they're expecting that this is the King of Diamonds. Of course it's not. So you slide this card, which I think is the king, into the middle of this packet, and then you slide this packet into the middle of this packet, which contains the king of diamonds directly on top. So now it looks really, really fair because you're sandwiching a card in the middle of a packet and sandwiching that packet in the middle of another packet. But actually, the king's already on top. So you just square it up, try to make it look as fair as you can, and there you go, bang. Yeah, there you go, your king is on top of the deck. Okay, so I'll do this one more time in performance speed, just so you can see it. We imagine we've had a card selected. Go ahead and take a look at it. I won't look, just for sake of trying to keep this fair. We cut the deck, we say, okay, I want you to place your card back right here. They slide their card back in, you say, I just want you to get one last look at it so you know I'm not trying to cheat you. There we go. I slide it into the middle of this pack, and this pack goes into the middle of this pack. Square it up nice and fair, and just like that, your card rises back to the top. Alright, so now I'm going to go through that again one more time, but this time I'm not going to do it performance-wise, I'm going to do it explaining what I'm doing as I'm going through. So you have a card selected, you cut the deck however you want, make sure you get that break above the bottom card, you have them put their card back, you slide it forward, depositing the card below the break on top of the stack, turn it over to show, square it up, slip it into the middle of this packet, of course it's no longer their card, slide into the middle of that, and just like that, their card is on top of the deck. And that's all there is to it. So now you know 3 ways of getting the card to the top of the deck. A, using a double lift. The second way was the Marlowe tilt, and now there's this way. I'm not sure what this move is called. I've seen it in print before, but I can't remember what the name of it was, so if any of you can tell me, that would be awesome. Yeah, so now you know 3 ways to get the card to the top of the deck, and a little while later I'll post a video of the complete, or how you can turn all these moves into a complete ambitious card routine. And I think that will be it as far as the ambitious card is concerned, and then we'll start getting into other things, starting to do other tricks. Alright, so enjoy that, practice it, make sure you can get it down by the time I release my next video, which, I'm not going to lie, will probably be tomorrow, and if not, the day after. I don't know why I'm talking about this anymore, I'm just rambling, so I'm going to say, alright, thanks very much for watching, and good luck with it.